Hey, good morning. It's Reggie Figgies, the Prospering Dad, and I'm so happy to be with you on this wonderful Wednesday. Today we're going to talk about, as you can see in the description, we're going to talk about all that matters is right now. Monday we spoke about stop getting ready to get ready. So today we're going to talk about all that really matters is right now. But before we get started, if you're on YouTube, this started off as a Facebook Live. So as people come on, allow me to acknowledge them in real time and say good morning. As you come on, type in the comments, let me know where you are viewing from. Type hashtag live, hashtag replay, or hashtag new if you are a first time viewer. So all that matters is right now. Are you living in the moment? And by that I mean we're always either thinking about what we have done in the past or what we're going to do in the future, and we miss the opportunity to live in the moment. And that's really all we can ever really do. We can only live in this moment. We can live in this moment right now. This moment that we're sharing right here is we have to live in this moment. There are things that come up, challenges that we have to face, things that we experience and go through every day. But are you living in the moment? Sometimes we get too far ahead because you can't live in the future, and you can't really predict the outcomes of the future because you haven't done it yet, or we're lamenting over the past, and we're going over and over and over again things that we can't change. You can only live in the moment. You can only be focused on what is presently going on in your life right now. So why are we not living in the moment? Because it's more psychologically soothing to live in the future. And yes, we should have a vision, we should have goals, and we should be clear about what it is that we want to do. Or as I said, we lament the past, and we're constantly beating ourselves up over our mistakes. But when we live in the right now, we are embracing that period of time in which we presently exist. The period of time where you have the ability to change the outcome and determine what is going to happen in the next moment. So when we talked about on Monday, stop getting ready to get ready. Good morning, Stacy. Good to see you. Type in the comments. Let me know where you're viewing from. When we talked on Monday about stop getting ready to get ready, when we now talk about all that matters is right now, and your right now is what are you doing today? Oftentimes we know that we need to execute something, or there's something that we need to accomplish, or something that we need to get done, and we're like, well, I'll wait till later, or I'll do that tomorrow, I'll do that next week, and we keep pushing it off, and tomorrow never comes. That's because we don't face the moment. A lot of times the things that we need to do, we don't do because our thought process is one of such that our mind protects us. It wants to keep us from any harm, any danger, anything that's going to make us uncomfortable. But oftentimes when our mind is telling us something not to do, it's probably exactly the thing that we need to do. So we have to make a decision. Are we going to live in the past, or are we going to live in the present? Or are we going to live in the future? Because the fact of the matter is, your present, what you're experiencing right now, what you're experiencing by watching me on this Facebook Live, what you're experiencing right now in your life, what you experienced when you got up this morning, whatever it is that you have to go through in the course of your day, it's best to deal with that then. Because oftentimes what happens when we don't face our challenges, or we don't deal with our issues, or whatever questions that we might have, see, it becomes so much louder and much more distorted in our own head, because we make it louder and we make it seem worse than it actually is. I've learned this through personal experience. There was a lot of things that I didn't want to go through, I didn't want to have to experience. But when I just stood up and said, hey, you know what, let me just deal with this. Once I got through the process, once I got through and got on the other side of it, it was so. You wake up in the morning, good morning doorbell. You wake up and you're saying like, well, Dad, you know what? That wasn't that bad. It wasn't that awful having to just take that on and face it. But oftentimes we want to put things off to the side. We want to delay the process. We want to push it off, particularly if it's something that we feel that may make us uncomfortable, right? So you got to choose past, present, or future. What time or space are you living in? I know a lot of people, particularly when I used to be on the road, I used to be a musician, and my uncle is a famous 50s singer. And the thing that I always found amazing, that we would do show after show after show, and the same people would show up, and they would still dress like they're in 1950, with the clothes and the hair and everything else, and that's cool. But when you started having conversations with these people, you realize that they never left 1958. Okay? So you want to ask yourself, where am I in context to what's going on around me? Am I living in the past? Am I living in the present? Am I living too much into the future? Because when you're not dealing with the present, you're missing something. When we avoid what's going on in our space presently, we're missing something. So you want to make that distinction. Am I living in the past, present, or in the future? And the final thing that I want to leave you with today, because I'm going to be real short today, I have some things I got to take care of. But the thing that I want you guys to really embrace is the fact is that your time is right now. Right now. Whatever it is that you want to do, whatever it is that you want to accomplish, whatever it is that you want to experience, do it now. You may not have a visible way as to how to do it, but when you make the determination that this is something that you want to do, if you always want to take that trip and go abroad and see something amazing, now is your time. If you always want to start that business, now is your time. If you always wanted to mend that relationship, now is your time. We keep putting things off, and that's why, the only thing that matters is right now. Tomorrow's not promised. The past is already gone. So the only thing that matters is right now. What you do right now. How do you see yourself right now? What do you want to accomplish right now? What do you want to experience right now? Because if you keep delaying it, eventually you're going to run out of days where you can no longer push it off. Or if it's something that's uncomfortable, like I said, I went through a 10-year ordeal that involved my daughter. And I had to face it. I had to do it. It wasn't comfortable. It was very uneasy. A lot of things was said and done, but the reality of it was that, good morning, Ron, good to see you. The reality of it is that I had to go through that experience. And by going through that experience, as uncomfortable, good morning, son, as uncomfortable as that experience was, once I came out on the other side, I was better for it. Our challenges don't come to stop us. They come to grow us. They come to stretch us. They come to propel us to be and become the person that we need to be to experience the things that we want to experience. So all that matters is right now. Focus on today. Tomorrow will take care of itself, and yesterday is gone. Focus on today. How can you be the best person you can be today? How can you max out today? And then when tomorrow comes, you deal with that. If there's something from your past that's holding you back, something that you have been struggling with or lamenting with or holding you down or just, preventing you from enjoying the best life that you possibly can, resolve it. There are ways that you can resolve that. With my coaching students and things like that, who we talk about past experiences. If there's something that's holding them back, I recommend. I learned this technique myself. You can write yourself. You can write a letter. You can write a letter to yourself, or you can just journal every day. I journal every day. I have my books, and I journal every day. I write something down, and I always try to find something to be grateful for. I always try to show gratitude. I always start, when I journal, I always start, I'm grateful for today, and then I'll go into that. And I'll express, the good things. And I'll express some of the, hey, this didn't work out. I'm not happy about that. I can work on this. But to the best of my ability, I focus on living in the moment. And when I learned this and understood the value of this, things started turning around for me. Life became clearer. The strains and the stresses of the world started to leave me, and I was able to focus and just be the best person I can be today. And that's all you can do. All you can do is be the very best person that you can be right now in this moment. Take 100% responsibility for self, okay? And just be the very best person that you can be. If there's something that you can improve on, work on that. Do that. If there's something that, you're not good at, you can either figure it out, get rid of it, change the habit, but you can always get better. You can always improve. You can always develop each and every day. Okay? So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you got some value out of this video. Drop in the comments. Let me know what you thought about today's discussion. Go over to my YouTube channel, Reggie, Reggie, B. Pegues on YouTube, and like this video today. Like whatever video that you watch there on my channel. Make sure that you leave me a note when you watch my videos so I know that you've been there, because I respond to all comments and messages on my YouTube channel and here as well. If you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button so as I upload new content, you'll be the first to know. Hit the notification button here so you can join me every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday so we can continue this great discussion that we have every week. And most importantly, like and share this video today, because somebody that you know needs this word today. So it's Wednesday, middle of the week, short week, for me anyway, because my daughter didn't have school on Monday. Maybe you were off on Monday. It's a great fall day here in New York. The weather's going to change. We're going to get our first experience of snow starting tomorrow. I hope it's great where it is, where you are, that you are safe, warm, and comfortable, and living your best life now. So, again, I hope you got value. Great talking to you today. Be sure to join me Friday, 10 a.m. Eastern. I'll see you then.